more GOP fun.
More GOP fun.
Oh,
so
boy.
there's this guy Rivard, right? I think that's how we're pronouncing his name, Rivard.
Or Rivard.
So he's one of those Todd Aiken, backward-thinking Neanderthal people who use the Bible to punish rape victims. And what he said recently is, again, it all involves abortion, right? So if you're going to be against abortion, you have to reconcile rape victims and incest victims. And the way this guy does it is he said that his father told him that some girls
rape easy.
Rape easy. Some girls rape easy, meaning that if you don't call them the next day, they'll call rape, and that's. But you actually have some real statistics on this.
I do. So I mean, Rivard and his father are claiming that that women, especially underage women, often claim rape when they weren't raped because they're sad about being pregnant and they don't want to be seen as part of the problem. That's how they couch it, as part of the problem. So they just point the finger and say, he raped me, it was not my fault, it was all his fault. I looked into it and to see how many claims of false rape there are. So in America, there's roughly 200,000 rapes a year.
Reported rapes.
Reported rapes,
right.
Okay?
Important.
Now that's just sickening. And there are a number of studies that try to study the number of false rapes. It's difficult, but most studies settle around on a number between 8 and 10%.
So right around 1 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 rapes are considered confirmed.
Of the ones that are reported. Plus there's many more that are not reported are actually
Now when
happening
you
as
say
well.
false, are they proven to be false or they're just not confirmed?
It's not confirmed.
Okay, that's an important distinction too.
Now, some studies show that only 2% of rapes are falsely reported.
Okay.
And then there's one study that showed that 90% are falsely reported. Now, that study was a clown study because they only studied 34 people, and they claimed
John Stossel?
Yeah. And what happened was that if you didn't report the rape the same day, they automatically categorized it as a false rape. Also, if the woman didn't look disheveled, also false rape.
So if you don't report voter fraud on the same day, is it a false voter fraud?
I guess.
So,
see, notice the inconsistency in logic here.
So that study was done by the National Rapist Association?
Right.
So let me tell you, if she doesn't close her eyes, it's not rape.
I think the actual name is the Fair Play for Rapists Committee, just to be precise.
Yes,
but
that's part of the Ayn Rand philosophy, which cares for the needs of the rapists.
That's right.
So look, I mean, these are people with incredibly unhealthy perspectives and outlooks on women's rights, violence against women, and accountability after that. I mean, their theory is that, these girls, they just cry rape, and then they want an abortion. They're sluts who kind of ask for it, and then they don't want to take personal responsibility over it. That is their attitude, and these are the same guys who purport to write legislation that governs our healthcare policy with respect to women.
Right. Sometimes I wish that the news would come with, the way preachers and ministers will say, now let us pause for a moment and reflect. Let us pause for a moment and reflect what kind of human beings would say things like this.